I'm Dr. Lou Walters at the Source Wellness Center. Yesterday, the American Academy of Pediatrics released a statement about food additives, and it was not good for food additives or the FDA. The statement was published online in a journal called Pediatrics. This video is 5 things you need to know about that statement, especially if you have children. Item number 1, the statement said that the regulations around food additives had serious flaws, an antiquated notion of safety, and were in serious need of reform. Many food additives they found have never been tested to see how they impact health. And that is certainly not a good thing. We don't want to be feeding those untested things to our children, and there's a growing body of evidence showing that these chemicals cause health problems. Number 2 thing to know is kids are more susceptible to these chemicals than adults due to the fact that children are still developing and that they have a smaller body size. The third thing is additives can be put directly into the food. Such things can be preservatives, things like nitrates and nitrites, which are put in processed meats to help them last longer and live on the shelf longer. Unfortunately, there's a long history of these nitrites and nitrates being associated with gastrointestinal cancers and cancers of the nervous system. We also have the food colors and dyes that get put into food to make it look a certain way, and these have been associated with things like ADD and ADHD. The 4th thing to know is, in addition to the chemicals that can be put directly into the food, chemicals used in the packaging can leach into the food and also cause health problems. These would include things like bisphenols put in plastic containers and that line cans, phthalates that are put in plastic wrap and plastic tubing, perfluoroalkyl chemicals that are put on cardboard and paper to make them grease-proof, and then perchlorates that are used to decrease static electricity in plastics. Why we care about these is they can affect brain development and brain function. They can disrupt immune function, and they can interfere with hormones and cause imbalances and block hormones from functioning properly. They can also lead to insulin resistance, which then leads to type 2 diabetes, and they can also contribute to obesity. None of these are things we want for our kids or for ourselves. And the 5th thing to know about this statement is then, what do we do about it? So the most obvious thing is not to eat foods that have these chemicals in them or to buy food that are stored in these containers. So trying to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables, less processed and packaged foods would be the best thing to do. The next thing is, when we heat plastics up, they are more likely to leach these chemicals into the food that we're eating. So not cooking in plastics or heating things in plastic containers in the microwave, or after we cook food in, say, stainless steel or other metal pots and pans, we don't want to pour it into a plastic container. And we don't want to store hot food in a plastic container. Let it cool first, and it'd be ideal to use glass instead of plastic in general. The most guilty plastics, the ones to watch out for the most, are numbers 3, 6, and 7. So definitely avoid plastics 3, 6, and 7. I hope you found this video helpful. Again, I'm Dr. Lou Walters at the Source Wellness Center, where we treat the source, not the symptoms. Please like and follow my page. If you like this video, you'll get other videos. And if you'd like to schedule an appointment, whether it be on the phone or in person, you can do so on my website, thesourcewellnesscenter.com.